The U.S. job market is getting better, but the nature of work has become more and more fluid. Liling reports on the new gig economy.
Hi, Bills.
Tony Harris started dog walking 6 years ago after losing his advertising job.
I started with the 2 dogs and did the putting up flyers, posting on Craigslist, did that whole thing. And slowly between April of 2009 and August, I got 10 dogs, and it became too much for me to handle, so I hired my first 2 people.
Today, Tony is the owner of Luke Dog Walker and part of the so-called gig economy. But what is this gig economy?
The fraction of the workforce that are self-employed is rising and has been rising for the last few years. Some of these are people who are simply self-employed and sort of getting work when they can. But there's also a large fraction of people who are running their own small business, increasingly through a peer-to-peer platform like Etsy or Airbnb or Lyft or Uber.
But the gig economy also extends beyond the odd job, task or errand into more specialized work and professions. Meet Scott D'Angeletti, who for 13 years has freelanced as an audio person, a cameraman and a TV news producer, and wouldn't have it any other way.
Actually, every year I seem to get offered a full-time job, and I turn it down because I weigh the pros and the cons, and just being freelance, I like it a lot better. I like the flexibility. I like the hours that I can set. If I need to go on vacation, if I have a family emergency, I can do that. I don't have to answer to a boss.
A recent study by the Freelancers Union and Upwork.com said there are nearly 54 million freelancers in America. That's 34% of the U.S. labor market, which makes them a new and major voting force and something politicians here are paying attention to ahead of U.S. elections, including presidential candidates Jeb Bush and Hillary Clinton.
This on-demand or so-called gig economy is creating exciting opportunities and unleashing innovation. But it's also raising hard questions about workplace protections and what a good job will look like in the future.
The gig economy workforce lacks social safety nets like health benefits and pension plans reserved for traditional full-time employment.
There's no reason why we can't create a system by which these benefits are also provided to the gig economy. We just have to construct it.
Since 2014, the Affordable Care Act has offered health plans to freelancers like Scott and small business owners like Tony, but it's only one avenue. And experts say as the gig economy grows, government policies and employment laws need to quickly catch up. Liling, CCTV, New York.